Alright guys, so it's here, the video on how to make the base to most of the frozen yogurts I'm going to make. So, basic ingredients for this is cream cheese, sugar, light cream, and Greek yogurt. So I'm going to start off with this small bowl here. I'm going to take a quarter cup of sugar. I'm going to then get ready a quarter cup of Greek yogurt and another quarter cup of cream cheese. So I'm not going to bore you guys with watching me put it all together, but I'll show you what it looks like after I mix it all together in this bowl. Okay guys, so I blended together a quarter cup of sugar, quarter cup of cream cheese, and a quarter cup of Greek yogurt. I just used a spoon and the fork here, so it's kind of chunky. If yours is chunky, don't worry about it. A later stage, it'll whip up real nice. So I'm going to put that aside for now. And for the next step here, I'm going to take another bowl, and what I'll do is I'll put a half a cup, not a quarter cup this time, but a half a cup of light cream, and I'll whip that up. I use light cream because it's less fattening than heavy cream, and I actually think it works better for this because it doesn't form as many peaks or anything like that. So what I'll do is I'll add this to this bowl, I'll whip it up, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, so I beat it up for, I don't know, probably about 3-4 minutes. It's probably not doubled quite, but it's probably about 50% bigger right now. You know, some air was introduced, so it kind of fluffed up a little bit. Not too impressive, to be honest. Heavy cream would have been a lot better for this, but again, I think heavy cream is almost too much. So you'll see the next stage here. What I'll do is I'll take the cheese blend from that I made at the beginning, the Greek yogurt and cheese and sugar, and kind of fold it into this, and then again I'll whip it up with the beater again at about a medium speed, and you'll see once I get to that stage it'll whip up a lot better. So again, I won't bore you with the whipping or the adding, but basically I'll take this, add it to that, and whip it up, and I'll show you what it looks like at the end. Okay, we whipped it up probably for about 3-4 minutes, and what you get here is a pretty thick mixture. It's not overly thick, it's pretty perfect. It's got a nice amount of air introduced into it. What you're going to want to do now is taste test it. I don't like it when it's overly sweet, but if you want more sugar, add a little more maybe, and then whip it up again. But if you're happy with the way it is, from this point on, what you want to do is put it in an ice cube tray and freeze it. This should fill up about 1 or 1.5 ice cube trays worth of ice cubes. Freeze it for several hours, maybe overnight, and that should be the end of how to make this base yogurt. I'll probably make some other videos on different bases, but this is the main base I'll use. So when I'm making yogurts in the future, I'll be using cubes from this type of base and introducing fruits and nuts and different things into it to show you different blends, but basically this will be the base that I'll be using all along. An alternative to Greek yogurt would be this stuff called labneh, which is kind of a Middle Eastern yogurt, but to be honest, it's not a whole lot different than Greek yogurt, and where I live it's harder to find, so I just stick with Greek yogurt. But if you did use it, you would just substitute it. So you would use, for this amount, you would use 1/4 cup of that instead of Greek yogurt. Again, if you want more than this, I mean, this again will fill up a tray or a tray and a half of ice cubes. So if you want more, just either double or triple the recipe and enjoy. Any questions, post them below. I would appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel, and I would also appreciate it if you liked this video, if you enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Okay, this is what it looks like once it's filled. As you see, I've got enough probably for another half a tray at least. I'll go ahead and do that also. Note that they're a little peaky. That'll settle. You could either slam it against like your table. It should settle it. Or if you don't really care about the shape, just stick it in the freezer. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and fill up another tray and freeze these. And I'll I'll show you how they look. Alright guys, I'm back. I froze these for about 4 hours. Again, you could leave it overnight, but I just wanted to, for the purpose of this video, take them out now and show you how to pop them free. This is a regular plastic ice cube tray. If you have a silicone one, that would probably be your best bet, because then they'd pop right out. What I had to do to get these out basically is I just stuck a knife in one of the corners and just kind of popped it out. Okay, it came out fairly easy, but again, silicone would probably make the job even easier. So what I'll do now is just bag these, throw them in a bag, and throw them back in the freezer. Or you could even leave them in the ice tray if you don't need it for actual ice, and then just use them as need be. Again, keep lookout for my next videos on how to make this into some amazing blends with fruits, nuts, and other stuff. Hope you enjoyed this video. Alright, I want to thank you for watching.